Who's one more to carry the boats?
The challenge, which I am going to attempt, is to lift 100,000 pounds of free weights in 24 hours. So, if you want to know what inspired me to do this and how I'm going to go about it, stick around. So, what inspired me to do this 100,000 pound challenge? Where did I come up with this? Well, the truth is, I actually got the idea from a good buddy of mine who's doing this as a Misogi challenge. And I was like, oh, I've seen Karate Kid. And he's like, no, not Miyagi, Misogi.
Wax on, wax off.
So for me, I'm going to take this challenge on, but I'm going to do it a little bit more publicly. And I'm going to post my preparation, my strategy, my game plan, and the act itself. So it should be very interesting. And I hope that a lot of you can come along for the ride. Maybe give me some tips and advice on how to get through this, because it's going to be heavy. No pun intended. What's the strategy? How are we going to get this done? Going to come in and do a few 1-rep maxes? That's not going to get me there, is it? Look, it's pretty simple. I've got to manage my time very efficiently. I've got to use big muscle groups where I get the most efficiency out of every repetition. I've got to moderate my strain. I've got to use supersetting so that I can offset while one body part is resting, the other is working. And then finally, you just got to be really cautious and careful about my recovery, because it's going to be a long and heavy day. So one key factor is going to be intensity versus recovery. And it's pretty obvious that the more intensely you work out, the harder the recovery is going to be. So I need to target an intensity zone of probably 70% or less. Additionally, we have weight versus volume, and this is an inverse relationship where we can do more volume or repetitions with lower weight and heavier weight for lower repetitions. Now, as we think about our intensity and recovery, we really want to find the sweet spot where we're not going too intense. And so that's in this middle range. Finally, we got to recover. There's a number of ways we can do that. Walking is great, helps work out the lactic acid out of the muscles. Stretching, same thing. Cold plunging. I happen to have a cold plunge, and that will relieve a lot of stress on the muscles and joints. Next is eat and rest. There is a lot more wood to chop on this challenge, that's for sure. I'm going to be posting my game plan, my workouts, my sets very soon, but I would love it if you would all engage, post some comments, thoughts, advice, sympathies, whatever it might be, into the thread, and we can engage that way. It'll be great. Wish me luck. Let's get to work.